Because the humans are such a new species, unfortunately, a lot of them, when they encounter something new, they end up fearing it if they don't understand it. So if they learn about it first, then there's less of a chance that they will fear it and freak out if they see it, hear it, feel it, or experience it. Another way that I can explain this is like, imagine to protect the human mind, the human eyes have to be like dulled down so that they don't see certain things that might make their brain go quote unquote crazy or have their brain quote unquote break. Okay. And so they have like a film put over their eyes. And the thing is the more the human learns, that film like sheds away or falls away or whatever, and they're able to have their eyes upgraded so that they can see more of the light spectrum and the color spectrum, so that they can see more of the truth of this world and all of the universe. And there's some humans like myself where we had such horrible, awful, vile things happen to us as a child by adult humans who, let's just say, let their demons control their human body. And because it was such an intense experience, such a horrible, traumatic experience, that veil or that film got ripped out of our eyes and we were able to see the truth right away to be able to protect ourselves. So what looked like a human to everybody else, what was actually attacking us, looked to us like the scariest monster you'd ever see. You know what I mean? Like horror movies can't even come up with the things that I've seen in human bodies. Like, I don't know how to explain it, because the movies do a good job, because like it'll look like a human face and then all of a sudden it'll shift into like a scary monster. But out of all of the horror movies that I've seen, none of them have nailed the truth of what they really look like. So imagine the humans are just walking around with their angels and demons attached to them, right? And then they get to a point where they've gone so negative or so dark or so apathetic where they stop caring about other people, to where they become violent and they lose their temper quickly. And so they're just walking around looking like a human. But when they get upset, that quote unquote demon or their inner demon or whatever takes over and their human mask falls. This world is duality, so with the bad, luckily comes the good. So it's not always bad. The best way that I can explain that is like the live action Disney's Maleficent did a really good job kind of sort of explaining what it's really like to have upgraded eyes or be able to see through the veil or be able to see more of the light spectrum. So to humans who their human body doesn't know why they're here, because they're not talking to their soul, like their soul is still asleep, like they're not fully aware and as to like why their soul is here in a human body having a human experience, blah blah blah. Their eyes are not upgraded, and so when they look at a plant or an animal, that's all they're going to see is that plant or an animal. Like, so Maleficent, sometimes it just looks like a plant, but for Fae, they can see the soul that is in the plant and the animal, you see? And so for humans who are more spiritually gifted, whose eyes have been upgraded and can see this world for what it truly is, we can see and recognize the soul in plants and animals also.